Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. This is the first of 3 tales I have to share with you in this video. I believe many of you will like it, especially if you've been very worried since XRP hasn't been doing what you wanted it to. Here's the scoop from the crypto fundamental intelligence platform. XRP is presently in the best position to bounce back, according to these indications. Also, they're discussing the viewpoint of a chain analytics business that, in my opinion, excels at what it does. Furthermore, what I have been mentioning in my most recent videos is, if I may use the term opinion, my humble view. Since sentiment is this negative, I suppose it's a measure to think about, but I'm not sure why I'll claim we're. It usually hits rock bottom when it's this terrible, and I don't remember seeing emotion this low for quite some time. And 2017 is one year in particular that sticks out. Wow, I had no idea what I was doing with cryptocurrency back then. During the first few weeks, I was very excited about XRP and people were complaining non-stop. Hold on a second, I typed. That is to say, good business plans that are impossible to implement. Less is not an option for me. A decentralized coin has emerged that does away with trust problems in every way imaginable. So, naturally, there are a wide variety of reactions, from outrage to approval, but overall, it makes sense. In any case, I guess you could argue that it seems that way again. Another noteworthy story from the Crypto Basic is that Kraken has emerged victorious in an XRP litigation. Although this news did break recently, crypto media has paid it little attention. So far, I haven't seen it making much of a splash on social media. Therefore, I felt compelled to address this. And then there's this from the Daily Huddle. A report from Standard Chartered suggests that spot Ethereum ETFs might be authorized in May. Is that true? Let me clarify, I'm not claiming it's impossible. However, I have my doubts. So, before we go any further, I should clarify that I come from absolutely no financial background. My counsel has nothing to do with money. Also, listen, you shouldn't base your investments on what I say. All I am is a crypto enthusiast that loves to film films on YouTube. However, for the sake of argument and entertainment, let's go back to the original title. Intelligence Platform says XRP now has best chance of bouncing back. The renowned market intelligence platform Sentiment has argued that important indicators highlight XRP's most promising potential for a rebound. For reasons other than the fact that XRP is my biggest individual holding, I must say that it is wonderful to hear that. But I get your point. When compared to the other top 10 cryptocurrencies, XRP's performance in the past several months has been lackluster. As I said in a previous video, I don't believe it matters, and I honestly don't think it will matter at all, since this is still very short-term price movement, even when looking at a few months at a time. Looking at a chart at a 3-month zoom out will make it difficult to see at a 5 or 10-year zoom in. That being said, I'm glad to hear this even if I don't believe it matters. It is my firm belief that XRP will follow the market's trajectory. But, I believe this will be helpful for folks who are experiencing bad emotions. Maybe it will benefit you too. The status quo is unchanged. Sentiment just updated X and offered deep insights into the XRP market's current characteristics. Leveraging on-chain data analysis. Sentiment first noted that XRP might go below the crucial 50-cent price milestone, which would be its first fall below that level since October 2023. Nevertheless, according to statistics from market monitoring tools, XRP is now worth 49 cents, proving that this prediction came true. I should mention that it's back up over 50 cents right now as I record this. However, the study fails to address the issues being made since it is not relevant if it fell below 50% of 50 cents. Multi-metric tracking is being carried out. I will so refrain from reading the remainder of the essay. Let me go right down to brass tacks. This is the story they were reporting on. What follows is a condensed version of a discussion that Sentiment started on the social networking platform X. There has been a decline in altcoin value, and witness to XRP Ledger's market value might dip below 50 cents for the first time since October 19. Interestingly, yesterday saw 217 of the network's highest volume of XRP transactions, $1 million or more. After a court ruled that Ripple had not broken any securities laws on July 13 and 14, prices surged. And there's no sign of alarm emanating from whales either. As well as nurture. Much obliged. Would it be okay if I just ignored that? Aside from individuals, I've seen that organizations might be among the wealthiest. Those might be businesses. They could be very wealthy people. Could it be that these are real whales having a splashy? Perhaps it is the case, just as in the real ocean. I don't care what the whales are. What matters is that they act quite differently from the live, breathing retail speculators who get excited when prices drop. Furthermore, XRP has not undergone any significant changes, and the behavior of the runaround is much different. Has it ever occurred to you? Maybe there's a rhyme or reason for why the wealthy are so chill. Adding insult to injury, there are online rants from lemonade stands. Has it ever occurred to you? You have no idea. Perhaps I'm the only one. Perhaps I'm the only one. With a combined ownership of 10 million XRP, they now control 67.2% of the available supply, the highest percentage since December 31, 2022. Regardless, they resumed yesterday. Once Bitcoin finds its footing for the remainder of the week, there are a number of important signs that point to the asset with the sixth largest market value as a potential contender for a comeback. Bitcoin has been playing ball up to this point, but I am aware that the crypto market may shift rapidly. Therefore, I am aware that nothing is certain if we are to see a move to the upside. On the other hand, an analytics business focuses on chain data and says things like, here's what happens frequently and what we should expect as a result, and is all based on emotion. Leslie. Remove all feelings from it. Do what you believe is best for yourself. I couldn't care less. Neither am I advising you to purchase nor sell. That is not investment advice. What I mean is that you will have to make important choices about your money. Impacting your true wealth. Eliminate the emotional components and replace them with logic, reason, and facts. Making important financial choices when anxious is not a smart idea. I only wanted to mention that. After that, there was the XRP lawsuit and the Kraken court victory. Also, this is very cool. This proves it. At least one interaction is at the heart of this. Although I anticipate resistance as we go through this piece, I really believe you will accomplish it. In the class action lawsuit between Zakonoff and Ripple, leading cryptocurrency exchange Kraken prevailed in court to protect its clients' names. Oh, and I'll just take a moment to observe. By now, I assume that the most of you are already aware of this. I will be short here in case you are not. The Zakonta case is another ridiculous lawsuit against Ripple. It was started before the SEC v. Ripple case, and it claims that Ripple marketed XRP as a security. The Zagato person, or someone like him, kept XRP for around 2 weeks before selling it. Somewhere around the all-time high, he probably purchased it and then sold it 2 weeks later for a loss. Then he goes on to say that he kept it for 2 weeks because he was counting on Ripple to increase its value. As an example, wouldn't you adore it? This is the height of deceitful crap. In any event, it is correct. Zach is satisfied since Peace Continues Cracking has won a big battle to protect its users' data and end the rippling legal issue. Mr. Huber, a leading crypto investigator, recently posted on X about the latest news, praising Kraken's efforts to protect its users' identities. Last month, Kraken moved to intervene in the Zakonoff Ripple case. This came after a federal judge ordered all US-based exchanges to provide the names and private transaction data of its users who exchanged XRP between July 3, 2017, and June 30, 2023. Regarding the dangers of disclosing client information to the plaintiff's attorneys, Kraken voiced its worries in the December move. Regardless of my decision to remain impartial, customers, particularly those holding XRP, would mistake Kraken's compliance for backing a lawsuit against Ripple, a cryptocurrency payments provider, which was a major concern for the exchange. While stressing the need to preserve its reputation and the confidence of its consumers, Kraken also brought attention to the significance of user privacy in the cryptocurrency industry. Now, everyone, I think it's great when companies stand up like that. Look at this, you'll be amazed. When companies get requests like these, it annoys me. The next thing you know, they provide you a spreadsheet with every single customer's details. A simple action like this, no. It may be a tiny one coming back. Biatch. Fortunately, the client's interests were protected, therefore the business decided not to do that. Kraken, you rock. The calm has not yet broken. The court agreed with the exchange and blocked the plaintiff's attorney from receiving consumer data. According to Mr. Huber, Kraken is required by the court order to directly inform its consumers about the litigation. Kraken is required to tell its clients by email, as highlighted by the court, who also provided an example of the communication. The following is a section from the sample. According to Kraken, absolutely no one has or will ever see any of your personal information. As an alternative to giving the courts your contact details, the utmost importance we place on our customers' privacy and security is why we decided to get in touch with you personally. Great job, I'm very happy for you when you get it. Please complete all of the questions to the best of your ability. Proceeds from the third meeting of the day, spot Ethereum ETFs, might be approved by SEC. I would want to see this in May, according to the guys at Standard Chartered. I am quite suspicious about it. On November 10, 2017, I bought my first cryptocurrency, ETH. I still think it's a good idea, an ETF for ETH would be fantastic. I would be really interested in seeing that. And, to be honest, I would be thrilled to see an exchange-traded fund, ETF, for almost all of the currencies I own, and maybe even some coins themselves. In general, I believe it would be beneficial for the ecosystem as a whole, assuming, of course, that it is not scam coins. Is this something I really expect to happen, though? Less so than Kim Jong-un. From a legal standpoint, I believe he was cornered. That grayscale litigation was lost by the SEC. Because of it, the spot Bitcoin ETF was able to pass with unanimous support. Even then, the vote was 3-5. Thus it was decided by a single vote. Had Kim Jong-Gensler voted no, it would not be here today. Then, on top of all the current cases, those corporations would file further lawsuits against the SEC. It would be absolutely mind-blowing. Lawsuits against the SEC would flood in. Fortunately, it was averted. However, are you aware of the status of the grayscale case? I have my doubts since it only applied to Bitcoin and not to crypto in general. Santa, we believe it will happen, but this is a regular charter, big-ass firm. Hopefully, they're correct. Perhaps I am mistaken. I believe I am correct. In my opinion, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and XRP ETFs will be available in the future. However, over the following 6 months, no. If I were mistaken, I would want to see its joyful mistake. Actually, I have my doubts. The following is the piece text. Anyway, worldwide bank that operates beyond borders reportedly, months after authorizing a comparable financial instrument for Bitcoin, Standard Chartered expects U.S. federal authorities to approve the selling of a spot ETH exchange-traded fund ETF. Standard Chartered anticipates an immediate ruling by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on the theory of ETF applications of asset managers VanEck and ARK21 shares on May 23, according to a recent Bloomberg article. Standard Chartered is of the opinion that the SEC will choose the specific day, similar to how the regulator approved 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs on January 10, according to the article. Now I only need you to tell me what you think about what I've mentioned in my article. I know it's conceivable, but I don't believe it's likely. It isn't the most likely result, in my opinion. The submission of an additional PETF application is likewise not something that would shock me. Who knows, maybe this year, or shortly after that. In any case, I will rejoice in the fact that someone is interested in proceeding with it if that materializes. Kim Jong-un will not, however, be hopeful about voting to endorse such shit. Simply said, I do not believe it will transpire. Please be patient till the SEC is led by a new individual. Plus, in the event that a change in leadership occurs, I suppose we'll find out. It doesn't guarantee that government will be crypto-friendly, however. I really doubt it will be even worse than the present administration's policies. I would have my doubts about it. We seen what happened under Trump, and again, not that he's the most crypto-friendly man, obviously, if another Trump-Biden rematch is in the cards. We are all aware of what transpired, Jay Clayton. I was also dissatisfied with his administration. Nevertheless, the situation has deteriorated. At this point in time, I believe we can all agree that it is far worse, so we can turn around and try to go backwards to a certain extent, would we? Financial advisors aren't my specialty. No matter what I say, you shouldn't purchase or sell anything. Well, that's the end of the video. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Catch you later, farewell.